Hi, this is Jim Sheldon, the Positive Cowboy with a Positive Moment. I have a new song called Gloves. Uh, and I'm thinking about encourage people to become God's work glove. I surrendered years ago back to God after all the turmoil, divorce and things. I met Jeanette, and I did that first. So I gave everything I am. I didn't have much, so I gave it all to Him because I had messed up so much. Thought I had it when I left seminary, but then Jeanette came into my life. She supported. She's been by my side ever since. And then I got into gospel music. I really didn't know gospel music. I was trained to be a church musician. Use lead choirs and youth stuff and create worship services and that type of thing. Sing a solo, things like that. During those years I was doing country music, that really wasn't a career move for me. I was just trying to find a way to get all this pain and hurt and misery out of my heart and soul. And the country songs, since churches didn't seem to want to let me sing there, gave me a chance to really sing it out on a platform. I didn't realize God would be in it, but He was. And so I started developing my voice. We had some finances, and when two people divorce come together, you have twice the bills, but not necessarily twice the funds to pay them. Jeanette had a nice job in D.C. I had 3 jobs to try to complement that. So there was time for buying an instrument, learning, paying for lessons. I just had to sing when I could, everything I get a hold to. And then God started blessing. The church started letting me sing solos. And so I had to go look for gospel songs to sing. And it was amazing how the first time I went, when I sang country, I did a lot of Ricky Van Shelton songs. So I went to the bookstore, and in this little pile of cassette tapes they're trying to get away with for $5. Right on top was a gospel cassette that Ricky Van Shelton had produced. I didn't know he'd done one. And so I started singing some of his songs. So it's neat how God kind of puts that little carrot to get you going in His right direction. It led me to I wanted to get some training somehow. So Charles Novella School of Music came along, gave me to sit with professors who've been doing this all their lives, so I learn and glean and learn how to sing, develop, to present, to write a little bit and stuff, to get some of that music I kind of back into me and just develop myself. As I did this, more and more opportunities came. And as soon as God started blessing, I met with Bev McCann. Years came along, we were developing and producing the Music City show. That's where I was given the name Positive Cowboy. And didn't realize what a blessing and what a wonderful platform God was giving me to go and just share Him. I didn't have to worry about me. I focused on all that positive was Him inside me, driving me to serve Him. My music that got better, my voice got better, my selection of music. I started writing some stuff, got onto some good people, produced the album for me. And when I always knew service time, I knew what I was supposed to be doing. I knew this was God's call, but I didn't quite understand where I was going to wound up. And when we finished my Positive Free in Jesus project, it was I finally had the country sound I always wanted. I was feeling comfortable in the vocal production I was able to do. And I finally was seeing God's vision clearly in my call to His service. So this went on and grow, and then as things got better, the responsibility, God said, for whom gives much, much is expected. Now I've got responsibility. I got to make sure I keep going forward, stepping forward. But there's still a residual feeling inside that I wasn't adequate enough to do what God called. I'm among all these other people who are doing well, and I still not be able to play or instrument, things like that. But then God has always known when I needed something. He always had it prepared. And so after we got home, I had a large property in Kentucky, I'm sorry. And we got home from a 5-6 week tour, and all my grass was a foot high or better. And I was going into the garage to get the gloves. I saw the gloves I used to put on to go run the tractor. And I thought real quick, I looked down at the gloves and kind of jokingly said, hey, you've been laying here for 5 weeks. Why don't you go out there and cut and mow that grass? Then I literally heard a voice say, because your hand's not in it. God has called us to do his work. It's his work. And if we're saved, he's in us. And he's already provided everything we're going to ever need if we just let him have us. Now, a glove sitting there can't do a thing. When I put my hand in that glove, I'm going to do the work. The glove's just going to be there along to do the work with me. And so that's what God was impressing to me. Don't worry about what you can't do. I will supply everything, all you can't do, everything you can do. I gave it to you anyway. I'm going to enhance it with my spirit, my power. Just let me work through you. So my encouragement to you, I have a wonderful song called Gloves. We got a wonderful video of it. To encourage people, don't worry about what you can't do. If God's going to call in your life, he will supply every need. I'm standing here today, still, I can't play an instrument, I can hear the sounds, I can kind of follow things now, but God is blessing, and I'm singing more, I'm reaching more people than ever before. So there's so many ways, like this and our TV shows and everything else. God is still taking what I didn't have, provided everything so that he can accomplish his work through me. So all we have to do is be his glove.